Hello everybody, welcome to UKPM Survival and Outdoors here on YouTube, and in this latest UKPrepperman video we are talking about near person EDC. Stay tuned. So here we are, and yes, in this video we are talking about near person EDC. Now in a recent video I did a loadout or pocket dump and showed the items that I keep on my person as everyday carry or EDC. So I hear you asking, why do you need to have a near person EDC? Well, the reason behind it is because certain items need to be replenished. In the case of my Olight torch, recharge, and in video about backup power I explained that I kept my charger as part of a near person EDC. Alright, and it's a small pouch, it's a Maxpedition Mini. I've had it for a while. It's just the right size to fit into a combat trouser pocket, it'll fit into a jacket, and of course it'll fit into whatever pack I happen to be carrying, normally in the top pocket. All my packs are similar sort of layouts, so I can always be sure that I've got this with me, and it's just routine that I make sure I have it with me at all times. Alright, so without further ado, I will show you what is in my near person EDC. So the pouch itself is a Maxpedition Mini. I've had it for a good few years. I like it because it's tough and because I can fit the kit in that I need to carry. It's not too big, so I can carry this every day without an issue. They're pretty well built. As I say, this is not a review about the pouch itself, it's about the contents that are in it. So the left hand side there, I've got the bit kit for my Leatherman. I recently upgraded my Leatherman to the Leatherman Charge, and therefore I have the bit kit. I also have the bit extender there, and I've just put a little clip on there just to secure it a little bit better. Yes, I could keep those in the pouch along with the Leatherman, but I've chose not to because I don't want I was a bit conscious about losing this, and also these get a bit tight when you're trying to put them in along with the multi-tool itself. I've got a Zippo lighter, so I also keep a spare wick, and I keep some spare flints as well. So I've got a little container here with 6 spare flints. So all I'd have to do really if I was reliant on that is find fuel for the lighter, and as I say, that's fairly easy to do. Talking of fire, spare ferro rod, nice and slim, with the striker as well. That just fits in there nice. It's always good to have a bit of redundancy, and that is tethered because you don't want important kit getting lost and falling off. Okay, now I mentioned in my backup power video that I use several power banks, and this is one of them. This is my 5000 milliamp power bank, nice and slim, so it fits in there absolutely fine, and I can use that to obviously keep that charged up, and I can use it to replenish my electronical devices. And then lastly, just in the back here, I have antiseptic wipe and a couple of plasters or band-aids if you are in America. And it's a good idea to have those simply because a little bit of first aid. I do normally carry a first aid kit with me in whichever bag I'm carrying, but they don't take up any space, why not? And that again fits in there nicely. Over to the other side, spare battery for my Phoenix EO5. So that just runs on one AAA battery. It's good to keep a spare, and also that is the charging lead for the power bank. Nice and compact, doesn't take up any space there. It's got the standard USB to a micro USB. That can charge up not just phones but a multitude of different devices, so it's always good to keep a spare one of those. That can just keep in there like there. And that's my charger for my Olight. It's magnetic, so the Olight Baton Pro will just fit on like that, and then the other end will either get plugged into the power bank, or it'll get plugged into the mains, and therefore I need a mains plug. So in the UK we have 3-pin plugs. So therefore I have a portable plug, and this one is a nifty little gadget, just folds out there. It's made by that company. If you want one of those, that's the name. Just go online and search for it. Just plug the USB in there. Doesn't take up any space at all. Further down at the bottom of this side, I have some tinder. I've just kept it in a little plastic bag there. It's not cotton wool and Vaseline. Moved on from that. That's dryer lint. Okay. If you have a tumble dryer, you'll find your filter gets lint from when you've used it, and you always clean it out because obviously it's combustible. So rather than chuck it away, throw it in the rubbish, keep it, because it makes superb tinder. I've got loads of this, and I just keep it fold up like that, just in the back. So I have a good method of dry tinder. Lastly, on this side, I have a can opener. Yeah, maybe it's not essential, but it's always a good idea to have one. I've got one on my Swiss Army knife, but maybe you're camping with somebody who hasn't got one. So it's a good idea. It doesn't take up any space, no additional weight there. So that is basically my near person EDC, with obviously the supplies to complement what I normally carry. And it's not overfilled. There is still some space for ones to carry anything else. Ferro rod. Nice, slim. Got the striker there. Pouch itself is a Maxpedition Micro. No, it's not. It's a Mini. Oh! I have this little Maxpedition pouch. You can use any sort of pouch, but the reason, I guess you could use any pouch. I just like Maxpedition stuff because you know, it seems really, pretty well like that. So the pouch I'm using is a Maxpedition Micro. No, it's a Mini, not a Micro. Now you have to ask the question: why do you need a near person? Sort of reliance on a security tool. So there we have it. That is my near person EDC, and as I say, I'm happy with the pouch size because I know I can be carrying this with me on a daily basis. It'll just slip into a pocket, or indeed into the top pocket of any of the packs that I happen to be carrying. Okay, and it has the the kit in there to offer that replenishment to my existing EDC. Alright, I suppose the temptation is to go for the biggest pouch possible and fill it to the max. The result will be it just won't be carried. I've done it myself, and maybe you have as well. Alright, if you've enjoyed the content, then you can see regular content on my Instagram channel, so follow that if you wish. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, you may like some of the videos that are on there as well. But meanwhile, if you have enjoyed the video, then I'd be very grateful if you'd like, share and subscribe at the bottom. And of course, any comments, I'd love to hear them. Until next time, thanks for watching, and bye for now.